afternoon once again. Trinidad, Tobago, and the rest of the world. It's a sound of the streets. Ishmael, the Demolition Man, Ezel rocking the mic. Tweez in the house. We're with our special guest right now. We'd like to welcome the busiest man, one of the busiest producers in the business right now, all year through.
Yeah. And all year through.
Even more so now. Millbeatz.
Yes,
In
man.
the house. What's up?
Blessings, Will.
What's going on?
It's good. It feels real nice to be in 96.1 right now, you know?
Great to have you on board. Well, I know it's crazy busy for you right now. Give me a guess how many songs you have done in the past 3 months.
Wow.
The past 3 months, probably about 15. About 15 tracks.
About 15.
Yeah, about 15 tracks within the last 3 months.
And how many that you intend to do before the year's over? How many things still open? Projects still to be tied up?
And I'm trying to really rack up. I'm trying to really, I'm not really trying to do too much. I don't want to do quantity. I'm trying to focus more on the quality.
Of course,
right?
yeah.
So right now, I probably have like about 2-3 more releases, and I think I'm good for the year, you know? Cool.
Let me ask you this. Do you get yourself in a position where you have people after you to produce music and to put on music, and you just don't have the time and you have to say no?
Of course, yeah.
How do they take it?
Right
How
now,
do you handle it?
How do you go about doing that?
Right now, actually facing that challenge right now. I mean, I have a lot of artists coming to me, you know, Millbeatz, you want to work.
Yeah.
But I think, honestly, is the best policy. I think I actually be down to them and let them know, yo, you know, I don't mind accepting it, but right now I have a lot on my plate. And really and truly, like, if I take it in right now, my mind won't be able to focus 100% on your track because I'm working on a million other tracks right now, you know. So that's why I try to play folk. I try to be honest with the artists, you know, make them understand and just not just brush them off. I don't want to just say, yo, I can do your work and make sure and develop that relationship where we can keep it close.
True.
I can still actually say, you know, we could work after this season, next year we could work and stuff.
Yeah, you don't want to burn any bridges. Definitely.
That's right. Where do you get the inspiration for your beats, though?
My inspiration comes from God, mainly God. Sometimes, I mean, I work, I do a beat, and then after I ask myself, wait, nice, are you producers? You know, I'm a kind of spiritual person too, you know. I grew up in a spiritual home. I was blessed with a nice family too.
Yes,
and we put God first and everything, and that's my talent. My talent kind of come from there because I would have never think I'd be producing. I mean, this is my 10th year production.
Right.
Started when I was 17 years old. Always wanted to be a footballer. A soccer player, you know, always on the field training from birth.
But you're better than producing? Yeah, which one you better?
Well, I mean,
at?
everything I do, I put my best foot.
Which one you better
I put my
at?
best foot forward in both. I mean, you can ask some.
Good answer.
Look, my neighbor greet me the other day. He just watched me, so he say, watch now. I used to come out and watch you play football, you know. I never think you'd be producing now, you know. So, I mean, the production is a blessing that come from God. And every beat I do, I always try to just give him thanks to, because, you know, at the end of the day, the creator is the one who make me creative.
I've met your family, and it's a close-knit family. I mean, you all move like best friends. You understand? And other than the family giving you that constant inspiration, motivation, and working together with you, who are some of the producers worldwide and locally that, you know, you've looked up to over the years and, you know, thought about, hey, okay, I like this style, I like the way they do this or that, and thought that it would be able to incorporate into your style? Right. Yeah.
One of the main producers, like, I really admire is Ryan Leslie. I mean, just not only for the music, but for the business side of how he does things. His marketing strategies, everything, I look up to him there. I also like Dr. Dre. I also love Timbaland as well, you know, the fuse. I love how these guys just fuse the beats and stuff. Regionally, I would say Don Cullion, because I'm a reggae. All who know Millbeatz,
definitely with the reggae.
Always start off with the reggae music, and Don Cullion was one of my biggest inspirations too. So yeah, that's some of my inspirations.
So as you mentioned, some these international producers. I know you're a person. You travel a lot.
Well, actually, this year, I was really blessed this year. This was the first year I actually went like for 3 months. I was out of the country actually. Big up VK Records. VK Records was the guy that actually he said 4 years he coming to Trinidad for Carnival and he only asking Millbeatz. And the 4th year he came, he actually got the pleasure of meeting me and we sat in the studio and he was like, yo, you real cool, you know what? I want to bring you up. I want to let you get to know me a little better, you know?
Right.
Von King. And then when he introduced me, he told me I wanted to come up and I wanted to show some of my guys up in San Francisco. I wanted to show them soca. So I was really amazed.
Right.
I say soca. I say, all right, cool, no problem. You know, and he say, well, all right, I'll introduce you to the team. So I met guys like Felton. That was one of the producers that did MC Hammer. Can't Touch This.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Classic.
Yeah, I met Tony. He was Whitney Houston guitarist for years. And these guys, all of us was in one room and, you know, I just teach them the soca music and that was just it was inspirational for me to know that I have an influence and they actually zoning into the soca right now, you know?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you took away from them?
The mixing. These guys are the mixing geniuses, you know? I sat down in the studio and they were showing me some techniques and showing me different little sneaks, little behind the scenes of what they do now. And I was like, whoa. And then
tricks.
Yeah, the tricks. the tricks. And then now need the mixing to even the marketing, some marketing strategies, you know, they taught me some of the marketing where you know how we could get the music out there and all these things. And I was really, really inspired, you know. I also got the chance to go to LA as well. From San Francisco, I went to LA. You know, big up Trinidad Dreams out there too. You know, he took care of me real nice when he was out there. I went to Atlantic Records and stuff with Millien, my sister. And we went to New York. We flew to New York afterwards, and I mean, I just was trying to place focus on expanding the Millbeatz brand.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and from big up freshmen as well. They took me to Canada, so as soon as I flew, things just started happening. You know, people start realizing that Millbeatz is actually the US. And they actually start buying tickets and telling me, yo, away, come over here. So freshmen, they took real care of me in Toronto.
Yeah, it's good to building those networks.
Networking. It's all about the link.
And soca music, I think Toronto is the next city. You know?
Boy.
I was amazed. I was really amazed.
Outside Toronto. That's the Mecca.
The kind of madness going on when it comes to soca. Yeah?
That's true. All right, so tell us. Well, everybody is talking about, you know, the rhythms.
Yeah.
We know you have the single songs. As a matter of fact, we played Kennedy.
Yeah,
man.
just before.
A lot of people, you know, bit by bit, just growing with that song gradually.
Yeah.
You understand? Big up Dwayne Norberger from Tribe, who turned me on to that song as a matter of fact. It's a Tweez. You have to listen to this.
Yeah, man.
Right? Listen to this guy, Kennedy.
Very talented, brother.
He said it was well
from Mayaro.
Yeah, he said
from Mayaro. Yeah, shout to the crew in Mayaro.
Well produced and so on. Millbeatz said, all right,
thanks,
okay, cool, Senator. You know, listen to that. And we had him on for an interview and so on. So
great
job,
thanks
great job.
lot,
You know,
man,
and good to know that you don't have a problem working with young new artists as well, and not just
again,
the big guns.
You know, that's another
and Soca Monarch, you know.
That's another priority for Millbeatz. I mean, Millbeatz, we always from foundation, we never change. We always accept any youth, even though I mean I can't help every single person.
Right.
True.
But I mean that is one of the policies of Millbeatz. One of the missions.
Every year, just take a few.
Take at least one or two youths. You know.
Correct.
I mean, big up Faith Antoine too. Last year we had already like it. You know,
Faith.
She did really well semi-finals and stuff.
That's
so this year, I mean we did Terry Lyons and Lil Rick. So we try to still contribute something. I know I came into the season kind of late. I came in September, flew back in September. So I was kind of panicking, to be honest with everybody. I was panicking because usually from all June, so we started work.
Right.
Started grind from June for the Carnival season. So I came September, I had nothing. No rhythms, nothing. And I say, you know what? Let me just really try and place focus on the quality scene. I now got some real good information and do good research and stuff out there.
And they came back refreshed.
Some nice knowledge, I say let me really take my time and just not do soca music just for the season but for the world, you know.
Correct.
And let's make sure, because I realize that is outside there. They're really zooming in right now.
Yeah. All right, well, let's go with it. What do you got first in the play, Demolition? Hey, everyone is loving this rhythm. Where you got the inspiration for orchestra rhythm? First time you say, hey, we're going to
the orchestra rhythm. I mean, coming back from the States, I was listening to the weekend. The weekend.
Right.
Shack with the strings and all those kind of things. I don't care for you, right? So we was listening to that. I'ma care for you. Sorry. we listen to that, just vibing, and I say, you know what? I wanna come back to Trinidad. I wanna try some of this orchestra, this kind of big string violin kind of song. Yeah. And you know, when I came back, I was going through some of the samples that those guys gave me. You know, some really expensive kind of samples. And then I bounce up this kind of orchestra kind of pack, and I say, I know I started vibe it, and it was gonna be a single. You know, I was just planning just for singles. I wasn't really gonna do no rhythms and stuff. The marketing team decided let's just aim at some singles, and then, boom. I sent it to a writer, I'm Easy, Breezy 868, and the man sent me back 4 demos in 3 hours.
Wow.
So I say, yo, what's this? When he sent me back, I say, yo, and then I send the team and everybody say, yo, we should make it a rhythm, you know. I say, all right, cool, let me try this. And I sent it around to some artists. We sent it to Kit Israel, Emmanuel Rudder, Advocate Production, big them up too, you know.
Right.
And they came up with Ola's song with me. I sent it to a few artists, and some artists was kind of busy during the season because it was kind of late too, you know.
Right.
And I just give them love for still coming back and at least tell me, you know, Mill, we kind of busy right now. So actually, the 4 that we got was Ola Tunji, we had M1, and then we had Skiddy Fabulous.
Yeah.
Right.
And brand new addition this week, we have Desha Garcia, Soca Virus.
Hey!
Yeah, man.
Let's
Orchestra.
go! The Orchestra Rhythm from Millbeatz Entertainment.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, 96?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Well, they just orchestrated an orchestration.
What's that?
Orchestrate. No, wait, that one happened, eh? Well, they orchestrated an orchestration called the Orchestra Rhythm. You know, I mean, at Sudan, I come as the conductor here today. Yeah, man. That's good vibes. Good vibes, 96.
Yeah, from day one, out of the blocks.
Yeah, man.
Everyone in the building said they love
The
this
rhythm,
rhythm.
yeah.
Thanks a lot, man.
It's
A lot of hard work, and I mean, it's a vision. It was an experiment, you know. I tried to experiment the African drums with the R&B kind of flavor, with the classical music, with the classical strings and violins and stuff. And I mean, I merged them together, and that was just the formula behind the orchestra rhythm. I tend to do a lot more rhythms like that to try, and you know, I think it will be accepted real nice outside there. Big up to the Millbeatz team in LA as well. They pushing this rhythm real hard, and the Millbeatz team in New York as well, the marketing team, and JC management as well too. Yeah, man.
Well, one of the other singles that you've done, the one with the Monarchs, we're talking Tunji and Monk Monte together. Where you're from? Tell us about that. How did that come about?
Well, that was the instrumental. I had the instrumental first, right?
Okay.
It was constructed because I was missing Trinidad and Tobago. I was outside there so much, you know, and I was in the hotel, and I just started to get some vibe and just and I started put together the instrumental. And when I came back to Trinidad, it was supposed to be 1 out of the 10 projects that I was going to do, right? So I just pitched it to a few artists. Well, Ola came in the studio and he heard it and he said, yo, I love this. Let me do something. And I gave him it, and you know, within 2 days he came back with this whole melody, singing the whole chorus and everything. So I was like, you know, I say, me and Ola, we decided, Ola say, you know what, we should give Marshall, send him a little vibes, you know?
Okay.
And then we sent him it, and immediately he ended up responding back to Ola, you know, and he said he loved it. And I mean, everything just merged together again. As I say, God has have a way, He's make things happen when it's supposed to happen, and how it's supposed to happen too. So that's exactly how that just came about, you know?
Yeah. So, well, moving forward now into 2016 and beyond Carnival, Millbeatz the brand. What are some of the goals that you all have in place for developing your brand and getting it out there to the diaspora, to the world?
Yeah. Well, I must acknowledge we have a new we have the website that was launched.
All right.
www.millbeatzn.com. That will be one of the main focuses for 2016. You know, we want to place all the material on there. The Millbeatz TV. We want to continue the Millbeatz TV there too, as well as we want to continue that relationship that we started off this year in LA and in New York.
Of course,
with most of the guys there. You know, big up Solomon, big up Franklin Grant in New York as well, Dice as well in New York, and LA as well. Big up the entire team in LA, working Melissa, working real hard. And we just want to keep that relationship building and that networking happening for the brand. And you never know where 2016 can take us. I want to help some youths too. I want to make sure that that's one of the missions. I have the record label that we're focusing on building right now, and just try to help as much youth as we could.
All right. Yeah. Well, wishing you all the best for you and the entire Millbeatz Entertainment crew, because I know it's a family.
Yeah,
I know it's, you know.
Of course. Big up a Millien concepts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
Every time.
Cover the whole vibes there.
Yeah.
She's doing good with the Christmas special coming though.
All right.
So much talent inside that family. Everybody just working hard and putting out good work. So y'all just keep it up.
Let us know how everyone can reach you on the social network.
Right. You can reach Millbeatz at Millbeatz Entertainment. That's with a Z. You can reach us at David Millien or 766-2546, or you could contact JC Management as well on Facebook and stuff, and you can get us there.
All right.
Millbeatz Entertainment.
So we're looking forward to a few more. Just a few.
Just a few more. We have a rhythm coming out next week just to wrap up the season, and I'm real excited about that one. I mean, I haven't really let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, we realize.
You're holding it. You're holding it.
Yeah.
All the best.
For sure. Pick up Kubiyashi, that's all I have to say, you know.
All right.